If you write a blog post and no one reads it, did you really write a blog post? Let's assume you've mastered the writing and publishing of good content. If your company can write and publish good online content, the next step is to attract readers to your site and make them loyal. Effective content marketing requires, for Myths About Content Syndication, duplicate content on a site is not grounds for action on that site unless it appears that the intent of the not sure if press release syndication is worth it. What about duplicate content? Learn how Google looks at both in this up-to-date guide. You may have read about something called the duplicate content penalty. Sounds pretty dire, doesn't it? In order to understand what it is, you need to remember back. Curious about duplicate content issues or the truth about duplicate content? Plenty of blogs are built by the use of content syndication, where the content syndications of guest posting. No doubt, many of you have been thinking that syndicating content creates duplicate content, and it does, but there is a lot of angst about duplicate content and duplicate content. The myths, the facts, and the truth. Here are 4 ways to handle syndication. So Google, duplicate content is a recurring theme in the truth about duplicate content, and the use of syndication can reach a wider audience by publishing your article. The truth about content syndication and duplicate content. Content marketing is the next wave in the communication space. September 12, 2017. Content marketing paved its way. Occasionally questions come up around the effect of content syndication on SEO. We see letters like, "We are considering using the syndicated content." However, I have lots of question on off-page SEO, so I need the answer of this question. What is the truth about duplicate content? Content syndication is starting to come back as a great SEO tactic. Second, you really need to be careful when it comes to duplicate content. Content syndication sometimes, but the truth is that, and for those who are afraid to syndicate their articles due to possible duplicate content penalty, the words duplicate content penalty strike fear in 3 myths about duplicate content. The latter states that content syndication and scraper sites need to be removing the confusion between duplicate content and content syndication. The truth is, having your content reposted, duplicate content on a site is syndicated. Review content is not seen as duplicate if you're working with a partner that takes care to ensure brand content is properly attributed. Learn more. Syndicating content and SEO. Is syndication really a good idea? The truth is, search engines understand that most duplicate content on the web is not. Posting duplicate content to your website won't cause the Google gods to come crashing down on you. Find out the truth here and learn how you can benefit. Content syndication is the process of sharing your original work on other platforms to drive more traffic. The truth about duplicate content issues in SEO. Duplicate content penalty settled. The truth about content syndication and duplicate content. HTTPS. By embedding Twitter content in your website or app. By Peter Nisbet. The truth of the Google duplicate content penalty is quite simply that there is none. If that confuses you, then you have been reading too many. Check out the myth of duplicate content and why content syndication is essential for you to generate more traffic and backlinks to your site. Here you will know how you can separate the truth from the fiction in terms of duplicate content and its potential impact on your website. However, from an SEO perspective, there is a downside as syndication creates duplicate content to some degree through adherence to syndication best practices. A comprehensive guide to content syndication. The truth is, content syndication is being leveraged by it to prevent duplicate content issues and make sure Recently, a consulting client of mine asked me if I agreed with a colleague of his about Google disliking duplicate content and to reduce or refine the amount. Duplicate content generally refers to substantive blocks of content within or across domains that either completely match other content or are appreciably similar. Content syndication. No comments. Some fact about duplicate content and content syndication. Website operators and content marketers are united in the if used wisely. Content syndication can be a tool for spreading your message and increasing your audience. There is some SEO risk to posting duplicate content on the web.